Before we go any further, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can get new videos depending on the schedule. Finally, another vlog. And let me tell you right now, a lot has changed since the last outing. The biggest example is, of course, my layout. I had to rearrange them twice. I did that for a very specific reason. The trains I've run would stop at random locations. Tunnels, for example, included. And guess what? Damn it! It didn't work. Yeah, this is basically relatable to any model railroader.
Post-editing, I had to reorganize my layout again. This time, it's still the same, but except I bought the smaller tracks on Amazon, and it's been going a little well.
Another reason why I had to reorganize my layout is because of the eye catcher. Now, why don't I start with the buildings? The buildings I use, keep in mind, is actually from my local Menards. Yes, you can tell that aside from household stuff, hardware, rocks, etc., they also sell train stuff, mostly from O-Scale, which happens every fall and winter. The first building I bought from Menards is basically a sawmill, which was the first building I ever bought with my own money. I also buy a few more buildings out there, which could be enough, basically, as far as I know it. One of those buildings is basically a bowling alley. The reason I bought the building is mainly because my sisters are bowlers, and one of the hurdles I had is basically the roof fell off and it was vandalized. Yeah, one of these days, once it's done, I'm probably gonna have to fix it someday. And now, we're gonna talk about the 3D printer. I was told that I'm not allowed to set it up now because it is very expensive. And then 2 days later on Friday, I believe, Dad set up the 3D printer, and there are a few tests before I started off. Mom wanted to have a 3D printed model of pots and for the plants in our house. Yeah, you could say that Mom is mostly a gardener. However, let's not get into more detail because he is mainly going to focus on the eye catcher I mentioned in the last vlog. Making a foam board is practically nothing new at this moment, except this time it's trying to make a bit of a Japanese trail. As I said, my intended layout is supposed to be a countryside, but the thing that you didn't know is it's actually a hybrid of a railway museum and a state park. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, forests and trains are actually the bread and butter to me, basically. I also forgot to mention in my last vlog that I bought the cherry blossom trees probably a couple of years ago, and it's been put on the back burner at the moment because I don't want the cherry blossom trees to basically fall like in real life. But in reality, it actually doesn't in models. The 3D printed models in question is supposed to be the Tory gates. Like, the first 2 times was, well, a bit of a disaster. But then, we actually solved the problem, and it actually worked. I actually plan to do more, although, as of recording this, I'm still thinking about it.
Oh yeah, let's not forget to mention about the ladder that I made probably a year ago. Yeah, that'll be another story.